Cameron Scarlett from 2 yards deep. And he's tripped out across the 20-yard line. So we're going to see KJ Costello, the captain, the junior, comes from Orange County in Southern California. And he's got a lot of huge targets to work with.
Yeah, he does. I think this kid's a future superstar. I'm really impressed with him. We had him late last year at home against Notre Dame, and I think he gave us glimpses that night of what he can be. Really complements the running attack, the big line, Bryce Love. And as you said, he's got some big targets on the outside. And we'll talk more about his receivers and tight ends as the game goes on. But that's an advantage for Stanford to put the ball up in the air to the big guys.
Yeah, you mentioned it. How will Oregon sell out to stop Bryce Love in this running game the way that San Diego State and USC did? Love has got it in the first play. They have not really been able to create a huge push in the middle. Big difference. They get Jesse Burkett, the veteran center back. He missed the first couple of games. He's a big difference maker for this group.
And the right guard, Herbig, is an outstanding player. And the left tackle, also Little. You can see Love. Really, the big tight ends with Smith and Parkinson and Arcega-Whiteside also. A physical matchup that's a nightmare at 6'3", 225 pounds, has very strong hands. Look at this lineup.
You get Nick Wilson, the guard, lined up as fullback in front of Bryce Love.
They're overloaded to the left here.
And stutter step. Love scoots for a short gain. It'll set up 3rd and 3 against this Ducks defense that has a lot of new faces. Take a look at Jalen Jelks. I think he's their best defensive player, projected as a first-round pick.
Yeah, Jelks at 97. Keep an eye on. This is a challenge on the back end. Thomas Graham's their most talented corner, number 4, and they will move him around, try to keep him the best they can on Arcega-Whiteside for the matchups.
Cardinal have struggled so far this season on 3rd down. They're 103rd in the country, just 33%. They need 3. It's loud already. Love on a delay. First down. And Bryce Love out near the 40-yard line. Scarlett spelling Love. Offset. And Costello looks to throw on first down. Flips it short. It's Scarlett, who is hit immediately and knocked down. The ball is out. There's a scrum. Are they calling this a fumble? Trying to unpile it. Scarlett was hit hard after the catch.
He was down.
Love. The crease closes down quickly, and again the Cardinal will face a 3rd down and 3. Love has to bounce it. A flag comes down. He will be tripped down right at the first down marker at the 48. We'll check the flag in the backfield. I think it's a false start.
Holding. Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
3-receiver look. Costello looks down the seam, throws it to the tight end, and it's incomplete. Going up was Colby Parkinson. Very well defended.
Holy cow.
Hugo Amadi, defensive leader and a fine punt returner, will signal a late fair catch at the 18-yard line. It's a low throw. Dylan Mitchell, their leading receiver from a year ago, went down low, and they pick up 8.
Yeah, Stanford's up front, their front 7, what they've really been known for. This has now become a more experienced group from where they were the last couple years. They've got some people. Malik Antoine is in tonight for Ben Edwards. We'll keep an eye on that secondary. That'll be talented.
There's a keeper from the quarterback. They haven't run him a lot this season, but you can see the speed you talked about in the open, and Herbert moves the 6 to the 40.
Yeah, they give a little counter action to the right and then come back with Herbert. And as you said, Chris, he can go at 6'6", 240. And again, I think that'll be a big part of their attack tonight.
Stacked receivers on both sides. They throw it into heavy traffic, and this is Jalen Red, speedy little guy at Rancho Cucamonga. Handed off. Brooks James is hit hard and knocked down for a short loss. Bobbled snap on 3rd and 10. Herbert looks downfield and fires. Wide open. Dillon Mitchell weaving through the secondary. Still going down to the 7.
I think Dillon just did a great job of getting open today. He's a guy that we trust, and we've got complete confidence in him. So he was able to make a bunch of plays today, and a bunch of the other guys made some plays too. So I think just getting the ball to the open receiver is the big thing.
53 yards, sets up a 1st and goal, and walking in, Tony Brooks James. Oregon strikes first.
Snap from center, turn, handed off, walking into the end zone. Tony Brooks James, easy. Big hole up the middle, straight ahead, and nobody touched TBJ as he strolls home.
There's your big quick start right there that the Oregon offense and this team in this stadium needed.
Can Love and Costello and the Cardinal answer? This Oregon crowd gaining belief quickly here. It's Bryce again. Tried to bounce it, now cuts it back. It's a short gain, and Kirk, you give a back gain 2,118 yards, Heisman runner-up. The foregone conclusion he's going to come out, but you can see Love is different in many ways.
Yeah, he says football is his happiness, my drive, but more than a game, I love the bonds that I've formed with my teammates, my brothers. It's what makes football so pure. And to me, this guy could be the face of the sport. He should be the face of the sport for what he does on the field and what he does off the field. I mean, he's a classic example of what everybody tries to achieve.
We talked about ways of getting the ball to him in space, getting away from that pit. And he walked it downfield, and going up to make the catch out of bounds is Colby Parkinson. Love stays in the game. No pressure. And a throw down the seam, and a tough catch is made at midfield. From the pocket, zip short, it's Smith again. Big fella out of Flower Mound, Texas. Love pursued in the backfield and knocked down for a loss. Kalana Apelu came in there. 3rd and 4. They're crowding the line, showing pressure. And now back out. And Costello thought about scrambling, and now he'll be knocked down. A short loss. Ugo Amadi, the safety, stopped him. Bailey will try to pin him deep. Ugo is the punt returner. It's a very high kick, and he immediately signals for a fair catch. Show pressure up the middle. Handoff around the end, and busting free is Verdell. They fake it to Verdell. Herbert rolling, wanted to look downfield, chased, and will be sacked way back at the 43 by Okereke. 2nd and 23. And the Cardinal pressure again. It's a screen dumped off to Verdell, who was able to dive back to the 45-yard line. Still going to be 3rd and very long. Needs a big play here on 3rd and 14. And the shot down the seam, right on cue. And a 1st down in the red zone. Man, that is just a frozen rope. You still got it on the keeper. And he'll just slide down after a nice gain. That's what they want him to do. He's a monster. He can deliver a shot, but you got to protect him. There's really no depth behind him at all. First quarter by Justin Herbert, and the Ducks are threatening as we begin the 2nd period. 2nd and 3. Verdell is the back. They fake it to him. Herbert keeps again and gets near 1st down yardage at the 8. Bust quick hitter to Verdell. Not much room there. Herbert looking left. Buying time, puts it high and complete over the hands of Verdell. Herbert fires. Touchdown! Going down low was Breeland, the tight end.
Herbert, snap from center, wants to throw. Back, looks, throws, catch, touchdown!
Stanford needs an answer.
Well, they've tried to put Bryce Love back at kickoff to spark things, and Oregon spotted that Emerson kicked away from him. This is Love into heavy traffic, and the Ducks will swim up for another loss.
And that's a wall.
Costello. When in doubt, go to the tight end. That's Caden Smith, and the big fella out near midfield. It's a first down. Third catch already. You flip it to Osiris St. Brown, and he is hammered right at the line there by Thomas Graham. Dorian Maddox now takes a turn. Junior from Maryland is the back. Costello steps up, delivers down the field, and the catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Finally. Heavy traffic, trapped behind the line again. Justin Hollins came around the edge. Costello looking for the end zone. There it is. That typical Stanford play. You know it's coming. You can't stop it. Arcega-Whiteside wins the jump ball.
It's a one-on-one matchup. Either Arcega-Whiteside's going to get it, or Parkinson, who's both lined up to the left. Who are they going to go to? They're going to put it up in the air. This is their offense. They're either going to
box out there. I love that.
Yeah, or use your body and let the big fella go up and get a rebound. I mean, that's exactly what he did.
The dude, both his parents were very, very good basketball players. So was he. He thought he was going to play hoops in college, and all those skills just translate. So Herbert, he's got the hot hand, flips it far side. Dylan Mitchell. This dude continues to just be incredibly accurate. Herbert 9 of 10. Looking to throw again. Has time and delivers underneath to Mitchell again. Verdell has a crease. C.J. Verdell headed to the house. Ducks score for a third time.
Turn to give it to Verdell again. Big hole, 40. Foot race. It's over, baby. Not going to catch C.J. Verdell. Touchdown, Oregon. It was over when the gun went off.
Euphoria in Eugene for the moment. You cannot be more impressive on offense than Oregon has been so far. Drives of 82, 88, and 75 yards, averaging 10 yards a play against a defense that was very stout the first 3 games. Scarlett knocked down to the 15, and the special teams also playing well for Oregon. Love gets around right end, but yardage has been hard to find. He's out across the 20. That's a good first down gain. And from the pocket has to backpedal. Ball batted up in the air and falls to the turf. Ugo Amadi came on the blitz, so the Ducks force another punt. Jake Bailey is one of the best just long distance punters in the world. Brooks James picks his way and almost breaks a tackle for a huge gain. Not showing blitz. Now they bring a 5th rusher, but plenty of time for Herbert. Accurate throw. Dylan Mitchell, first down. All kinds of room for Herbert. the scramble, makes a cut, still rumbling. Look at the big fella. Verdell to the right, busts loose into the secondary again. His Oregon power running game starting to flex. Quarterback keeper again, makes a little cut and slide down. That time they held their edge and didn't let Herbert get around the corner. Verdell hit hard. That time they rallied to the football. The snap is rolled back, and Herbert just has to fall down. And looks like he's been doing his whole life.
Crisp, cool air. Nothing better.
Emerson with the boot. This is returnable. And Love, chance to make a play on special teams. Hold your breath when number 20's got the football. Gets out across the 35. Love stays in a pass protection, and Trenton Irwin, the big, tall receiver, makes his first catch of the night. Costello zips it across the middle. It's in the middle of the field, so a first down. The clock will stop momentarily. Ducks rush for. Costello has time, but nobody open, and the ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage. They've done that a couple of times. 3rd and 1. Love, another delayed handoff. He'll barrel forward and dive for a first down. The clock will stop momentarily.
The clock stops, 37 seconds. This is where the experience of Costello got to come in. There's got to be urgency here.
Costello pressured it. Ball is loose. And it'll be jumped on way back at the 45. But again, no timeouts. The clock ticking down. Justin Hollins with the strip sack. And that should do it for the half.
And he goes right around Walker Little. Costello had no idea that he's able to come around. Just beats him. He gets that left hand up and smacks it down. And they come up with a big sack. And as you said, there is no time left because they're out of timeouts. Great effort there by Justin Hollins, the senior.
And they feed Verdell for a short gain. That's actually Brooks James. And they have been attacking aggressively downfield. Play action. Herbert rolls, looks short, now fires another dart across the middle. That's Jalen Red going down low. First down. Verdell, short gain. Verdell around right end. Look at him lower. Physical sounding collision there. Verdell, he's been the busiest back tonight, and he powers for first down yardage. Working on Brooks James there. Verdell can be dragged down right at the line of scrimmage there. Verdell again. That time they had to fly off the edge. There's one answer. Bring the corner, and the ball is out. Looks like Dylan Jackson has the takeaway for the Cardinal.
After review, it determined that the runner's left knee was down. Fired the ball coming loose. The ball will be worked back to Stanford. It'll be 3rd down.
And he is flushed and sacked. That's a problem. He put Dye in there, Kirk, for the first time tonight, and he did not make the block on Alfieri. So Tom Snead, he's one of the 2 punters they have. He's an Aussie, and he's like a rugby punt guy, and he does his job. Love, 3 yards deep in the end zone. works hard and is still working hard. Look at him fight for yardage out across the 10. Love trying to bounce it, cuts it back. Every yard is hard-earned tonight. He's going to be stopped just short of the marker there by Nick Pickett. Not the kind of play you want to hurry. Scarlett is the back. He's got it, but he doesn't have the first down. That play was doomed from the start. And now Amadi to get the punt from Bailey. It is a low line drive, and Amadi's got a chance. Ugo Amadi circled back into the arms of a tackler. They had a 2-to-1 ratio of run to pass here. It's the 30th running play of the night, and C.J. Verdell muscles his way for a nice first down gain. 2nd and 6. Herbert from the pocket and fires. It's just pitch and catch. I mean, Dylan Mitchell has been wide open all night in front of big cushions. Verdell fires for a short gain here, and Debo made the stop. It's a 26th snap for the Ducks in Cardinal territory. The field's been tilted all night. Now Herbert again wide open as Mitchell. DB slipped that time, and they are inside the 20. On the reverse, Jalen Red for the pylon. Touchdown!
I think they're just trying to see where the ball is when his foot hits that pylon.
After review, it was determined the runner's left foot touched out of bounds prior to crossing the goal line. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal.
Fumble! The ball is loose. And how huge was that replay review?
Herbert got it back, I think.
They get it back, but it's going to be back outside the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal after all that. Verdell's got the ball. He's got space, and he hammers down inside the 5.
How about how physical he runs?
3rd and goal. High snap again. Herbert stumbling around. Can't pick it up, and the Cardinals are off and running. Alfieri, the Oregon native, is going to scoop and score to give the Cardinal life. Enormous replay review that took the touchdown off the board, and now it's the Cardinal defense that finds the end zone. Wow.
Biggest play of the game. Biggest play of the game. We're down, and the guys still believe, but it was hard. It was hard to think that we were going to come back as they're driving late in the second half, in the 3rd quarter. And sometimes you need fortune to make the funny shaped ball bounce your way, and it did. And Joey, once again, 2 years ago, he made an unbelievable juggling between the legs interception. And then here we are again back in his home state, and he makes the play of the game. So that belief went from small to big and momentum. And that's when you start to feel like, hey, you know what? We're still in this thing.
Is that a turning point or just a temporary setback for this Ducks offense? This is a ball game now. And Dye, big brother Troy is a linebacker on this team, a short first down gain. Ducks need 3. Herbert is pressured a bit, but doesn't matter. He fires it across, incomplete. In and out of the hands there of Johnson. Snee, the Aussie, gets it away, and a fair catch made for. Bryce Lowe, is it his time to bust one loose? He's 53 yards rushing on 15 carries. It's a first down throw, and they fire it short. Colby Parkinson, the big tight end, moves the sticks to the 46. Costello, another first down throw. Looks downfield for Irwin, who comes back and makes the catch. A downfield back shoulder fade in front of Graham. Love through the middle. Bryce Love heading to the end zone. Just dances in. Finally, they signal touchdown.
Even with our inefficiency up front, Bryce Love still made some unbelievable runs, some unbelievable plays to keep us in the game.
After review, the ruling on the field of a touchdown stands as called.
Tradition here at Eugene, they play Shout at the end of the third quarter on the campus where Animal House was filmed. 40th anniversary of that movie. Otter on game day.
Yeah,
The Ducks.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
The Ducks pick looked safe a while ago. But Stanford has roared back. Beginning of the final quarter. And it's Dye on a second down carry. And all of a sudden, huge energy in the Stanford defense. That's Jordan Fox with the hard hit. It'll be third down. Herbert steps up. He's going to be trapped and knocked down. Sacked. And Stanford will get the football back. Dylan Jackson and Jordan Fox combined. Wow. So the Cardinal will get the football back. Michael Wilson, the true freshman punt returner, standing at his 30. Tom Snee on the punt. And he'll roll out to the right and kick a high one down there. And the true freshman makes a fair catch at the 35-yard line. They feed him on first down. Just feel like he's due.
Yeah, you better wrap him up. His legs don't stop moving.
Costello from the pocket delivers across the middle, and it's Smith making a catch. The big tight end finally wrestled down inside the 40.
Well, you got to love the design of this play. You'll see a big tight end as this play develops coming underneath. Parkinson occupies, this tight end right here occupies Dye, the middle linebacker, which brings him up and then opens up a nice passing lane over top of him. Well designed and a great read and delivery there by KJ Costello.
Javon Holland, the true freshman corner, made the tackle, 22-yard gain. And suddenly it's Oregon's defense that needs to make a play to regain momentum. Crowd trying to get involved again. Love cuts it back, gets a block from the quarterback, gets the edge, and motors down after about a 7-yard gain.
You hold on, you hold your breath.
Got to hurry this one, just get it off. And from the pocket, Costello lofts it, looking for Love, and a wheel route, but the Ducks defense was all over it. They had a linebacker and a D lineman on it. Bryce Love out. And Scarlett will earn close to first down yardage. Let's see where they're going to run in and spot this. I think he's short.
I think he's short by about a half a yard.
Handoff. No, he didn't get there. All those big bodies, all those pounds, they couldn't move the pile, and the Ducks defense makes a huge stop. They fake it to Dye. Herbert rolls out and then just flips it. They left Mitchell alone. They wouldn't play the quarterback run, and Herbert made him pay, and they're in Cardinal territory. Travis Dye takes off, and the speed evident there as he quickly motored near the marker with the 39. He handed off to Dye, and he's smothered. And it's going to be second and very long. Bunkum on the tackle. Second and 18. Herbert has good protection, flips it off short. And the catch is made by Johnny Johnson, who's weaving to the secondary. Fights down inside the 35. It'll be 3rd and 5 now. Herbert fires into traffic, doesn't matter. Diving catch is made. Brendan Schooler Herbert from the pocket goes underneath, and the catch is made by Breland, and the tight end down inside the 20. It'll be 3rd and 4. Going with quickness over power in this situation. And a mix-up. And now the quarterback rolling around, and Herbert flips it. It's Mitchell. Mitchell has a first down. Mitchell has a touchdown.
After review, it was determined the runner was short of the goal line, down at the 1-yard line. It would be 1st and goal for Oregon at the 1-yard line.
He's got the football, and all he does is score touchdowns. 6 carries this season, 5 touchdowns.
And no more of that diamond formation, craziness. Pistol, line it up, give it to the back, let him go right behind that line that's been doing a great job tonight.
And Emerson, let's see if he tries to boot it away from Bryce Love, who's standing back there. Nope, he's going to have a go. Urgency now. The Cardinal down 2 scores. And Costello. Down the seam, there's a man running free.
So Cyrus has been making plays all training camp. And we keep trying to find our spots for him as he continues to just start his career. This kid's got a chance to be really, really good. Injured all last year. We helped him through training camp. He's finally healthy, feeling good. So we're going to keep giving him spots to make plays.
Costello steps up in the pocket, lofts down the middle, jump ball, and it's Smith again. The tight end out-muscles the defender. Costello looking that direction, lofts it, end zone, touchdown, Arcega-Whiteside again. And Stanford very much alive.
You put them both on the same side because of the size. It puts this defense into a jam. So you can't get over the top, and you leave a corner isolated against a big, talented receiver in the red zone because he's so physical at 6'2", 6'3", 225. Amadi 7 can't get over to help him out, and that's just stealing.
Fitz James is back, but he's the only guy deep. They somehow sensed that something was coming, but Toner just does what he does and boots it out there. So now 3:10 to go. Friedel, who was checked out by the elect trainers, is back in the game. And Herbert's pump faking. Looking downfield, looking for his favorite target tonight. And the catch is made. Now Dylan Mitchell's had a lot of easy catches, Kirk. That was a tough one, beautifully made. So give the Ducks a 3-yard gain on 2nd down. They hand off to Verdell.
Timeout again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming. Basically, if Oregon picks up a 1st down, the game could be over.
Quarterback keeper. Good call, Kirk. And Herbert into Cardinal territory for a crucial 1st down. And Stanford can stop the clock just one more time.
Not just tonight, but the rest of this season in the Pac-12. Watch Jordan Fox sell out to come down because he's convinced that Verdell is going to get the football. Collapses down, and all they needed was for Justin Herbert to be able to get to the corner and pick up about 4 yards, and he's easily able to do that.
Ryan Bay, the tight end, pulled around to make the block. And now, clock running inside of 2 minutes. Verdell is still the back, and Shaw can't do a whole lot about the clock now. Just stop it once. They use almost all the play clock, and Verdell off the left side runs hard and picks up 7 on 1st down. Now do you hold the timeout and you spend it after a game like that? He may save it. Verdell again, and he'll work hard to move the step. Ball's out. The ball came out. A fumble recovered by Stanford. Stanford has the ball with 51 seconds left. Sean Barton came up with it. Can you believe it?
We're trying to get one more 1st down with 2nd and 2. You know, it's a play that we feel good about. 2 tights over that side, 2 hands on the ball. It's 1st down, the game's over. If you could kneel it, you're going to have to punt the ball. If you don't get a 1st down, they're going to use another timeout. You're going to get it back. I don't know what the charts at the time, but you have to punt the ball and you have to execute a punt as well, which you know, we feel confident in our guys and be aggressive. That's why we threw the ball on first down, and that's why we went after certain situations like we did.
This time, better protection. Incomplete, though. Broken up. Costello. Clean pocket. Strike. First down. Parkinson. They're in Oregon territory. Costello underneath. Catch made. Arcega-Whiteside fighting clear. Finally bumped out inside the 30. They're in field goal range with 18 seconds.
Chris, that's big time there. Thomas Graham has a chance. He's just got to make a tackle there.
Toner coolly knocks it through as the scoreboard reads 0-0, and we will have overtime in Autzen.
Stanford, you're the visiting team. It's your decision again. Go ahead and make your choice now. Heads or tails? Stanford calls heads. It's tails. You won the toss. What's your choice?
So Stanford's going to get the football first.
Okay, well, Oregon has won the toss, and then we'll be starting on defense.
Talked about the comparisons to a big boxing fight here. We're in the 16th round now.
Interesting formation here without the bigger receivers in the game. Arcega-Whiteside.
Love from the eye. Gets the football. And they go to their superstar tailback, and he's knocked down after a 2-yard gain.
But Jardon Scott is a handful in the middle, even into overtime. The big fella at 330 pounds, number 34, just pushing Stanford back into the backfield. Here
now they bring the two tight ends and Arcega-Whiteside and Irwin in the game.
And now you're going to spread them out, and you're going to make them make a decision if they're going to load up and take away the deep threat, keep the safeties back, you run the ball, and if they're not, then you take a shot one-on-one. Safeties look a little bit deeper here.
Costello has time, looks for the end zone, jump ball, deflected, caught, touchdown Parkinson. The big man on the carom.
I'd like for somebody else to say that they're tight in you. That's where we're tight in you. We just are. We find these guys, they're big, they're long, they're physical, they're good blockers, and they're great in the red zone. Can't say enough about KJ Costello. The opportunities to make big plays were there, and the young man stepped up and made them. Different receivers, different tight ends. A lot of guys had a chance to make plays, and a lot of guys made plays. But both of our tight ends stepped up huge, made big plays. Can't say enough about those guys.
First lead of the night for Stanford. And now Oregon's offense has to respond with a touchdown at the bottom of the first. They have a lot of sand volleyball courts in the Stanford campus, and this dude spends a lot of time there. At 6'7", he's imposing on the sand volleyball court, too.
I bet. But he just, in Autzen Stadium, in front of this crowd, just routinely smacked that ball over to himself and caught it in the end zone for the first touchdown in the overtime period. All that sand volleyball is paying off for him tonight.
They rarely take a catch in the field of play and run it in. You know, all of their touchdown receptions last year, every one of them was caught in the end zone. They didn't run a single one in from the field of play. Now, they do have one earlier this year, but that's a very typical Stanford touchdown. Bucs fans are
they giving up?
Come on, offense got a chance here.
Yeah. Kind of
this is a test. You know, this is a test of Herbert's leadership now as well. He's been skillful all night. All of a sudden, his team is down for the first time. Travis Dye is the back. Got to be careful with those snaps. Any miscue can end the game. Throw for the end zone, incomplete. Looking for Dylan Mitchell, who was covered over there by Adebo.
Well, I'm surprised we didn't see a flag here on Adebo, who's a very good player at 6'1", 190. And typically, when you don't get your head turned around to the very last second, usually that's going to be a PI. Adebo at the last second tries to get his head turned around, but he's got his hands on the receiver, Mitchell. I'm just shocked they didn't call that one.
Ball actually hit off Debo's shoulder pads. So no PI call. 2nd and 10. Three-man rush, plenty of time. Flipped off underneath. Johnny Johnson. Physical play. He's down at the 10-yard line. First down. Little guy popping the pads.
They rushed 3 and dropped 8. And all 8 were back at about 10 to 12 yards or deeper. We saw that at the end of regulation, and Herbert had to check it down and hope that they could run for the first down yards after the catch, and that's exactly what they did again.
So it's 1st and goal. Dye is still in the game. Totally different approach from Stanford when they get down close. Quarterback's got it rolling out, still rolling, and just fires down. There was nothing there. Breland was well covered, and the pressure came from Jordan Fox.
Yeah, great coverage downfield. Saw Murphy. Alameen Murphy did a good job of taking away the tight end. And that time, one of the few times tonight that Jordan Fox is able to get pressure when Herbert has rolled to the outside with the option of running or throwing.
Crowds sometimes don't know how to react in overtime. It is so quiet in this place that's known for deafening noise.
So scary for these fans. You're on the edge of your seat.
It's red in motion. 2nd and goal. Play clock at 3. Herbert fires, end zone, incomplete. Again looking for Mitchell. Debo is again in coverage.
One-on-one, and the reason it's one-on-one is because of the blitzes. They're trying to get after him. Remember we talked about affecting him? Noah Williams from the left almost gets to him, but that's a really good effort in coverage. We've seen Herbert make these throws all night. How about the length of a Debo? Are you kidding me, to be able to get his arm extended and get a hand on that ball? Otherwise, that's a tying touchdown.
3rd and goal. 2 plays to get it. From the pocket, zipped again. The same matchup. He's looking for Mitchell, and Debo breaks it up. No flag.
No, not on this one.
There were 2 incompletions at the entire game. He's had 4 in overtime.
Yeah, I talked about the last one was interference. See his head right away? See his head right away get turned? Now he's in position to be able to fight the receiver for the ball. He has just as much of a right as the receiver when he gets his head turned around.
Comes down to this. After leading by as many as 17, Ducks must score on this play to force double overtime. And now a timeout taken. Oregon will spend the timeout. Cristobal was coasting along. This offense was in complete control. They couldn't be slowed down by Stanford. And all of a sudden, now you got to get 10 yards to avoid what would be a tough home field loss.
You know, you're not only as a head coach talking about X's and O's, you're trying to exude confidence to make your team feel that everything's fine. We got them right where we want. That's what you're trying to do, because they're feeding off of your body language, your facial expressions. And because this game has been so lopsided as most of the game in favoring Oregon, now they find themselves 4th down, 10, and they've got to score to be able to get this to a 2nd overtime.
Prayers from Costello for his defense. It's been 14 years since Stanford has come from behind to win a ball game, down 11 plus at halftime. That's how long it's been. Can Herbert create some magic on 4th and goal? Mitchell is to the right. They rush 4. Herbert, plenty of time, throws across the middle, batted up, intercepted, and Stanford stages a stunning comeback victory at Autzen Stadium. Alameen Murphy on the pick to seal it as the Ducks blow a 17-point lead.
Told the guys at halftime, don't be surprised if we just play our style of football, that we'll get in the 4th quarter and make this interesting. So midway through the 4th quarter, there we are back in a 1-score game. After not playing a great half of football, we came back and we played really, really well. That's an outstanding quarterback on the other side. And we came back in the second half and made some big plays. Paulson and Debo, I mean, they still made some great plays, and Paulson was right there. And he bounced right back and made some huge plays in the fourth quarter and overtime to help us win the game.